The 3-2. He struck him out, pulling the string. He went with a change to get out of the jam.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Peter Sarellas. I'm a videographer and editor from Toronto, Canada. I specialize in sports videography, and today we have a very special guest on the channel. Pete Gottschalk is back again, and today he's going to be taking us through his filming and editing process for creating epic baseball videos. I am super psyched to get into this episode. Pete has been working with Major League Baseball as a full-time videographer for a minute, and he is super talented. So without further ado, I'm going to swing it over to him, and we're going to get into it.
Hey everyone, my name is Peter, or Pete. I'm a videographer for Major League Baseball. I've also worked for the University of Georgia and their sports marketing department, and also DC United in Major League Soccer, both doing video. And today I'm very excited to talk to you guys about baseball, filming baseball, what that entails, and any tips and tricks I have. I'm very excited, and thank you for Peter for putting me on his channel and giving the opportunity to talk to you guys. So outside of a camera and its cards and batteries, there are two very, very important things to filming a baseball game successfully. Number one, the most important, is a monopod. To film baseball, you need a monopod. To film softball, you need a monopod. You're gonna be shooting every single pitch, and you're not gonna be able to hold the camera, a long lens like that, because most of the time you're gonna have a long lens. So make sure you have a monopod. You're not gonna want your shots shaky. No one likes shaky shots. And second off, the other thing you absolutely need is a road mic or any type of external mic in general. Whenever you're outside shooting softball or baseball, it's gonna be windy a lot of the times, and you don't want that terrible internal mic quality, that tinny kind of audio. You want that good audio. So bring an external mic, get an external mic. They're not too expensive, but those are my two absolute things outside of the camera. Now, there are other things that can kind of help you in the long run once you get more into filming baseball and softball. You're gonna need a wide lens for pregame. You're gonna need maybe a Ronin, that would be a cool touch. Maybe a GoPro. There are certain things that you can add to your arsenal of equipment that will help you improve the quality of your games and what you shoot. Baseball and softball, I think, are the two easiest sports to film, just based off the fact that you do not have to follow the ball. You should not be following the ball when you shoot baseball or softball. It's gonna be too hard, the ball moves around too fast, and it's too unpredictable to track. There's certain situations where if you're trying like a pitching track in After Effects or things like that you might wanna do that, but in general, do not follow the ball. That's my first and foremost tip. Second off, knowing how many runners are on base is crucial to being able to be successful in baseball or softball, and also kind of knowing how many outs there are. You really need to be in the game. You need to be invested in the game. If there's going to be a double play turn, you need to be aware that there's one out and one runner on first base. That's a helpful situation or scenario. You might want to know the outs and the runners on base. You're going to want to film using a high frame rate, whether that's 60 or 120 or even faster. Things in baseball move fast. There's gonna be a lot of motion blur if you're shooting at a lower frame rate and your shutter speed's a lot lower. You're gonna wanna have a high shutter speed so you can slow things down, because a bat swinging really fast is gonna produce a ton of motion blur. And maybe you're going for that look, maybe you're not. This is just how I was taught. Jack the shutter speed pretty high so you can get that slow 120 in post-production, and it looks just genuinely better. I don't really have any key tips for editing baseball videos. I do have some tricks that we've been using at MLB that have been very successful on social media. One being that motion track for a baseball. You've probably seen it before. Pitcher throws a pitch and you use that Beats by Dre effect to kind of track the ball into the catcher's mitt. Shout out Matthew Fosnot. He kind of made that blow up. Speed ramping, obvious choice there. Anything to make your edits look unique. Don't blatantly copy people. Maybe take things from them and then make it your own.
So I think it's interesting that a lot of the things that Pete's saying here, like shooting at a fast shutter speed, using high frame rates, looking for moments of action, like when someone's gonna swing the bat, stabilizing the ball, like these are all things that are used in sports videography outside of baseball edits as well. I personally use every single one of those techniques. Obviously I don't like follow the swing of a bat, but I use all those techniques when I'm shooting basketball videos. And baseball and basketball are obviously two very different sports, but when you're filming them, a lot of the same high-level concepts and techniques that you're going to be using to capture moments apply. So this is why I think it's really important to get experience filming a variety of sports, because you're still building on the same skills that you're going to use in whatever sport is going to be your main one, but you can kind of apply the skills that you're building in different ways and just gain more experiences using them. And I think it's gonna make you a better and more well-rounded videographer. So wherever you're watching this because you want to shoot baseball videos, or wherever you already like my channel and you want to make basketball videos, or even if you want to do something totally different, that's totally fine. I would still recommend trying to shoot a whole bunch of stuff and taking the techniques that Pete's talking about and applying them to whatever you want to do.
I don't think it really differs in terms of a post-production standpoint when it comes to editing from any other sports. Just go out there, make what you like. Make something that makes you happy. In the long run, that's what matters the most. I know that's cliche, but make something that you think is dope, and I guarantee you other people will too. And you're gonna enjoy what you're doing, what you're making, and what you're putting out into the world. Thank you guys so much for listening to me talk. Thank you, Peter, for letting me talk to your audience and kind of giving back some of the knowledge that I've gained over the years in this kind of cutthroat industry. Go subscribe to my channel if you feel inclined. Pete Gottschalk, just look up my name. Anyway, thank you, Peter. Thank you to you guys for watching this.
Pete, thank you so much for coming on the channel today and sharing all of your knowledge and wisdom. I am so psyched to get out there and create a baseball video. Next time I have the opportunity to shoot baseball, I'm definitely gonna be applying these tips. If you liked this and you want to see more content like this, Pete actually did a video on his channel where he went through like pre-game, post-game, and then inning by inning, how you should be filming a baseball game and what you should be looking for. I found that video really helpful, so I'm gonna link it at the end of this video, and I'll also drop it in the description if you wanna go watch that. I highly recommend you subscribe to Pete's channel. And if you liked what you saw here and what I had to say, then please make sure to subscribe and stick around, because I post videography and video editing tutorials similar to this one on a regular basis, and I would love to have you around for those. And if you want to see more of my work or Pete's work, you can go follow us on Instagram. My Instagram is @PeteSarellas. His is @PeteChalk. There'll be links in the description as well. Anyways, that's going to be all for today. So until next time,